So let's say I'm happy with my kitchen design. What I want to do now is come up with dimensions for it so that when my contractor gets a hold of my plan and elevation, she can figure out how to go ahead and build my counter for me, my kitchen for me. So what I want to be able to do is put dimensions on this thing. There's a tool right here next to the measuring tape, the dimension tool, and I can click on that and come over here. What I have to do is go from endpoint to endpoint, click there and click there, and then I can pull that number out like that, the 3 feet for the countertop or the 4'6", for example, for the distance to the top of, or the bottom of the upper cabinets. And then maybe what I want to do is show how tall the entire thing is, how far that goes up. Something's happening right here. This might happen to you. Look what's going on. Instead of coming out this way, the way that everything else is doing, it's insisting on going back. And I've had this happen before. It doesn't like to be told what to do. It will just keep going that way. So let me show you how to fix that problem. You set it there and say, okay, fine. You want to go back there? Fine. I got a rotate tool, pal. I can fix you. So I'm going to choose that dimension. Just click anywhere on that dimension and grab your rotate tool. Come to the spot where it is and click. And then as you know with the rotate tool, click one more time. And then you can use that to rotate it 90 degrees in space. And then you might say, well, yeah, but now it's not where I wanted it to be. It's sticking out too far. I want it back here with the same distance here. So I can use my scale tool on that and grab this. You might be worried that it's going to squash your letters. It doesn't. It keeps the type consistent. It just changes the size of your dimensions. So there are my vertical dimensions on the side that will make it clear to my contractor how this is supposed to be built. In order to get to an elevation view from here, I would want to go do two things inside the camera menu. I go to standard views and I want to look at it from, say, the front. Is this the front? It is the front. Yay. And then I also want to turn off perspective. You notice things are getting closer to us and they're getting bigger. As you know, in elevation and in plan, there's no perspective. So again, I go back to camera and I turn on what's called parallel projection, which means no perspective. Pow! There, my friends, is my elevation view with everything on there. The same exact thing is true of the plan view. You could do the same thing by going to camera, standard views top, and again with parallel projection turned off, you get that. I could make my dimensions down here, pull them out, and then get my information for that. I do recommend when you are working with dimensions that you look at putting those, that you put them on a separate tag. We talked about tags in another video. So what you would do is create one for dimensions and you would put those 3 or however many you have on that dimension tag so you can hide it or turn it back on and off. Hope that helps. I look forward to seeing the beautiful stuff that you create.